Okay. So next we need to run through Jenkins. So we are done locally running in different ways. You can run through pom.xml, you can run through test.ng.xml source file, you can run through command prompt and a batch file. And the final one is Jenkins. So what is Jenkins and so what are the advantages of Jenkins? Let's see this. So Jenkins is a continuous integration tool. It is very useful to run our automation test cases every day, night, or whenever you want. Basically, that is the main purpose, and it will send the report to your email or wherever you configured your notifications. So that is the Jenkins tool, and also Jenkins, what actions it will do is continuous integration, continuous deployment, and delivery, both CA, CD, we call them. So continuous integration means because there are a lot of testers and developers, and they're working on the features, and that once their feature development is completed, they will deploy their code to a GitHub repository. So they will commit their code to GitHub repository. So every commit, when you push to here repository, so that repository, to whether that code is correct or not, how do we know that, right? The code is perfectly working or not, how do we know that? In order to know all these things, so we need this CI tool. Yes, there are a lot of testers, a lot of developers might work on your project, right? They will work on your project. So in order to make sure the code is perfect and it is working, so then we need this Jenkins tool. It will build the project and it will tell you so whether it is correct or not, code is working properly or not. Every commit you are making the code, so it will be checked. It will be built and tested. Then it will tell you whether it is correct or not. Once it is perfect, you can deploy wherever you want, whichever environment you want, right? So that's the deployment if you can do very easily. And no, you can ship it to production environment. Okay, so that's the main purpose. So you can do a deployment on different environments. You can, once you tested all of them, that code you can ship it to production environments. So all these actions can be done through Jenkins only. It's the easy way you can do that. Otherwise, if you want to do manually, it takes a lot of time. There may be some files we might miss. So there are a lot of mistakes we can do when we are deploying. Then environment won't work properly. So that those issues you can solve with this Jenkins tool. And so as I mentioned, you can easily install the code in different environment, deploy the code in different environments. And you can, it supports a lot of plugins also. 1,000+ plugins it supports. You can install in the Jenkins server. And so like Jenkins, we have some other tools also, similar way how Jenkins works. Same way, there are other tools like Bamboo, Antil, Cruise Control, Team City, and these are also same actions done like Jenkins. So that's the Jenkins purpose. And also you can schedule the jobs whenever you want to run. You can schedule the jobs with the Jenkins tool. You can create your own builds. You can deploy in different environments. You can test every commit when it happened by development or testing team. So it will notify whether the build is stable or not. All these actions are done by a Jenkins tool. Basically, any CI/CD tool will do that. And also you can get reports. So each build is working properly or not. You can get those data with the notification concept. So that's the notifications means. Now, so let's go and install Jenkins on our machines. We need to install Jenkins on our machines. How to do that? Just you can open this. So we need to download the Jenkins WAR file. So this one, Jenkins WAR file, you can take any one. So you can download any one of them, a WAR file. So that WAR file, you can see you can install all these things in any cloud environments. So just with this WAR file, you download any one span 2.432, right? This one, latest one you can take. And so just click on this. The WAR file will download. For downloading this WAR file, keep the WAR file in C folder, and we can install this. So it's done. And then let's go and take that, put it inside C drive. C drive, you create a folder. So WAR file, Jenkins WAR, something like that. Take this, cut it, and in the C, Jenkins WAR. I can place it here. Just let me delete this. Then you can place it. Where it is opened. Okay, anywhere. So keep this file in one place anywhere. Easy to open in command prompt, right? Generally, I used to keep this, but it's not copy and paste it. Yeah, now it's done, right? So then how to install Jenkins on our local machine? Just follow the steps as it is I mentioned here. You can follow these steps. So any one WAR file, place it in the C drive one folder, the open Jenkins.war file location in the command prompt. How to open this location? Just go to this area, right? Just type CMD. That's it. See? So it will open automatically. Then you have to just launch, because I need to uninstall because previously I have this Jenkins. Let me remove that. This one. So you need to delete this entire part. So I'm deleting the Jenkins, basically. Okay. The previous portion I deleted. Now you can start. So how to start? So Java minus jar Jenkins dot var file. Just give this location, this command, basically. Generally, Jenkins will run on 8080 port, 8080 port. If you want to change, you can change with a minus P option, minus P. So that means port, new port you can give. So Jenkins.var file you can give. So that's clearly mentioned here. So you can give this. It will run on so 8080 port default. If you want to give minus HTTP port, so port number you can give. That's the option. If you want to give your own port. Otherwise, if you don't mention any port, it will run on 8080 port. So installation is one time only. Jenkins installation one time. See, this is the password while installing the Jenkins. So it will ask you. So you copy and keep it in some location. We will note down. Notepad plus plus. Is the one, right? Then you can. How do you know it's Jenkins server is up or not? You can see here. Jenkins is fully up and running. When you see this message, now you go to the browser, this browser, just type localhost :8080. So then you will get a first this screen. Give the password, whatever we have seen in this. here, right? That you give it here. Click on continue. Install suggested plugins. Click on that. Let it install all the plugins. So it is installing a Git to GitHub, email extension, LLab, build, Gradle. So all the different plugins it will install. Yeah, so you can create your admin user. You can create your own user. Otherwise, you can continue with the existing admin user. So I'm creating my own user. So this is a one-time set up this thing. Save and finish. Start Jenkins. Jenkins is ready. So you can log in. So this is how you can set up Jenkins, but just installation one time. But we have to do now some configurations. So that will do. So are you able to do something at least? Where are you with Jenkins? Are you doing, or are you going to do later?
I will do later, Ramesh.
Okay. So fine. Then let's do manage Jenkins. This is the configuration. We just need to do. All right. So then click on this system configurations. A global configuration you can set basically. So Jenkins URL. See global properties. Under that you can select the environment variables option. Click on add. So just add a Java underscore home. So you give the Java home. And value, you go to your drive, your C drive, and you have program files, Java, so JDK. This path you can give. That's it. Enable auto injection. So if you want all this timestamps, you can enable for all pipeline builds. If you want any other so changes, you can enable all these things. So JVM crash reports, manage the old data, all this. And then, yeah, these are all same. You don't need to change anything. Just can yeah, remaining things you can keep it as it is. Just apply, save it. Okay. Then you have option here, create a job. So Jenkins job we need to create. So then you can give any name, hybrid, or with your project name you can give hybrid, or open cart automation. Right? No, for freestyle project. Generally, if pipeline means pipeline will select, but we are just a freestyle project you are selecting. This is how the configurations you need to add. So this job is used to, this job is used to run automation test cases for open cart project. Okay, so like this, you can just mention that. Generally, if you want to run from GitHub, so if the project is already in the GitHub repository, you can select this GitHub and you can give the GitHub URL and then credentials you need to create. So that's how you can do the master branch, right? Or you can create a new branch also. So this is how you can do that generally. But if it is not there, just select none. If you want to run from your local, you can just select none. Then you have trigger builds remotely, build after other projects are build periodically. So this is the one. So when you select a build periodically, this is the one how you can schedule your jobs. So generally, see, without your intervention, every day, what time you want to run your job, and this is the option you have to choose. So this is the option you have to choose, and you have to give the cron job pattern. So the cron job pattern is minute, hour, day of the month, day of the week. These are the 5 parameters you have to give. So otherwise you can specify like this. There are some examples here. For example, so like this, if you give for So every day it will run, but more number of times. Now you want specific timings, you have examples here. Every 15 minutes you want to run. So this one. Every 10 minutes in the first half of every hour. And this is how you can give. Once every 2 hours at 45 minutes past, the hour starting at 9:45 am and finishing at 3:45 p.m. every weekday, you can give like this. And so once in every 2 hour slot between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. every weekday, so you want to run, you can give like this. And so this is how you can give. This job needs to be run in the morning, London time, this one. So this is how you can give different options, okay, to run this period scheduling. If you want to schedule, you can do that. And add timestamps to the console output. The build steps, see, execute Windows batch command. Yesterday we run the batch file, right? You can give that batch command. And otherwise, top level Maven targets. You are using a Maven, right? You can give Maven targets. I can give goals means clean install. If you give, then advanced, give the POM location, our project POM location. So this is our project location. Basically, pom.xml location you have to give. This simple job I am creating, very simple job I am creating, okay? And yeah, that's it. You can trigger the job quickly. So now your job is ready. This is the job name. You want to trigger a build. You can click on build now. See now the build is started. Build 1, build 2, like that. You can find it here. So click on this. If you want to see console output, you can see the console output here. All the test cases, it will start running. Generally, we will run in the, now browser is open, right? You will run in the headless mode. Headless mode means browser won't be appeared. It will run on without a browser. That's called headless browser. So that you need to configure it in your test cases. There is a setup method, right? Where a browser you are launching, there you need to tell, okay, run in headless mode. That's it. Remaining test case, you don't need to change. Only in the browser launching place, you just need to tell, okay, run in headless mode. That's it. Other than that, nothing. This is how all the test cases will trigger. And if you want to see the reports, you need to configure the reports also. That I'll show you. So we need to install some plugins. So what are all the plugins you need to install? I have given here very clearly. So these are all the installation steps, step by step, you can follow and see everything given proper. Then you have to install all these plugins, green balls, email extension plugin, HTML publisher, Maven integration, test engine results plugin. If you install all this, you can see the reports also properly. I'll tell you that. We'll install these plugins. How to install plugins also, I'll show you that. So these are the things. Maven integration, everything, HTML publisher. So You have to go to Manage Jenkins, Manage Plugins, then install HTML Publisher plugin. So basically, HTML Publisher will report the HTML reports. So we'll install all these plugins. So let it complete this. Then we'll do that. All these plugins installation. Even you can, this is going to continue. We can install our own way. Go to Manage Jenkins, right? It is running. So now it is running, okay? So Manage Jenkins. Plugins and available plugins. You can just do that. HTML Publisher, right? This one. Just click on that, install. See, you will get like this installation. Once it is done, see done. Then again go to available plugins. So what are the other? Email extension plugin, right? This also you can install. Done. Go to available plugins. Green balls. So you don't need to worry in the real time. All these are done, configured by a Jenkins team. So basically a DevOps team. And then we have Maven integration. Maven integration. Done. So what is the last one? Test engine results plugin. Basically, test engine results you can see in the Jenkins itself. Yeah. That's it. So it is still running. See, last build, it is keep running. You can go and see this build. You can click on, if you want to see this build logs, you can just click on this console output. And you can see here, logs. All the logs you can see. Okay. So let it run.